The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's caught. It's Cunningham.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Wilson. And it's complete to Mitchell.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Cunningham. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9. Herbert trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 74 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance?
Touchdown! Tanner Conner from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Play action. It's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Mitchell. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash and calling it even 50 yards. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they'll be stopped at the 28th. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. It's Eckler again. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, moving a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 57 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Tanner Conner.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the option, here's Eckler.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Herbert now. Flush to his right. It's complete to Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When we talk all the time about playing situational football, right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On the ground, this is Williams.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Running on first down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, here's Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he comes back with one complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, that's Ward. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Eckler now between the tackles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Up the middle with Eckler.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.